Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Yo, we got some news in the heavyweight division, but before that, I'm sure hopefully everybody's watching Shohei Ohtani in the Major League Baseball, baby. You know, it's won 6 games in a row from pitching standpoint, 12 KOs, right? Or 12, I'd say knockouts, 12 Ks, strikeouts, and, 2 RBIs, about 2 or 3 hits in the game. Man to man is incredible. Even if you don't like baseball, go check him out. Shohei Ohtani. It's just ridiculous, so ridiculous that you got to just mention it wherever else. It's just ridiculous, man. Pitching over 100 miles an hour. Matter of fact, he batted leadoff in this game. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. We're talking about 2 different. It's ridiculous. But here's some more ridiculousness. Not really, though. Your boy, former WBC heavyweight champion and legend, Deontay Wilder. You know, we keep saying he's going to come back. He's not. He's going to come back. He's not. Well, one thing that he's not going to do is fight Derek Chisora, which I thought was absurd in the first place. But it's an English thing. You know, England likes to do that, you know. So Derek Chisora, he beats Kubrat Pulev over the weekend, which is a good win for him. But I watched most of the fight. Not all of it, but most of it. And I didn't really have Chisora winning that one. You know what I mean? They were saying the body work was what took him over the top, but from what I saw, I didn't see him winning. But okay, a split decision in your home, land or country normally means the other dude probably won. But whatever. Derek Chisora, he's got about 13 losses already, so him getting the win, which is actually a good win because Kubrat Pulev, even though Pulev's 40 years old, is still for Derek Chisora, you would say that Pulev would be the favorite there, and Chisora pulls that out. So what does the Englishman do when he wins? Especially somebody that's not Anthony Joshua. Then they'll call out Deontay Wilder, right? That's kind of like an English thing, but that's, patronizing. It's just ridiculous. You're not getting with 13 losses Deontay Wilder, right? That's just not going to happen. But okay, he called him out. And Deontay, his representative, we'll say, because Shelly Finkel, the main man, his promoter, Shelly Finkel been in the business for a long time. And Shelly Finkel was saying that he ain't fighting no damn Chisora. That's out of the question. But Deontay Wilder, if he comes back, he might fight the winner of Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. That would be interesting. Now, we did a video about 3 or 4 days ago telling you now, if Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk fight, it could be legendary, because Usyk would be, depending on if Usyk was undisputed first. But either one of those fights, with Joshua would be huge if Joshua were to beat Usyk, and if Usyk beat Joshua, it would be huge. The thing is, we got to keep in mind that undisputed should be the priority. So it depends on what Tyson Fury does with that WBC belt, right? But, when you speculate, then, we're talking about this Bridgerweight coming in between, and Usyk and Wilder, they can both get under that 224 and fight Bridgerweight/heavyweight title and have a whole bunch of titles and undisputed on the line. That would happen. But at the end of the day, I think it's interesting for Deontay Wilder, if he were to come back to fight, the Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua winner. Let's see what the man does. Y'all know me. If it was up to me, Deontay Wilder wouldn't fight no more, right? Because I think that he's going to be damaged goods. I hate to say that, but you have a dent in your head, and I have a issue with is he going to have the same punch resistance, right? There was something wrong with him in those last 2 fights because he was tired too early. Now, Canelo Alvarez said something that was good the other day. Now, and this is something, because y'all know I ain't rolling with no Canelo Alvarez. That's just really. But he was saying that Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury because of his head movement, right? He needs to get his head movement, of obviously his footwork, but his head movement, right? And you would think, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, so I'm not going to understand that one. Yeah, Deontay Wilder could use some head movement, and Canelo Alvarez is one to be able to tell him about head movement, right? Because Canelo Alvarez is awesome, right? So, yeah, that would be an issue. Now, I can give you a little analogy, right? If you're playing like basketball and you're 6'2", to go up to dunk, especially dunk on somebody, you got to get up. Put a lot of energy in that to get up and dunk on somebody if you're 6'2", like John Moran, I think he's 6'3". But, you got to get up to have that happen. Someone 6'9", don't have to really jump that high, put that much energy into going up dunking, right? It's a little bit different there. So in boxing, if you're a heavyweight guy, you're about 6'2", then you're going to better need some head movement. You know, look at David Hay back in the day. You know, you wasn't hitting him too often. And he's coming in there with those power shots, but you wasn't hitting him too often. You remember? You know, but someone 6'7" in heavyweight is probably not going to have great head movement unless you're Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury does just a lot of bit of leaning back because you're not going to have people your same size. So a 6'7" guy is just probably not going to have the head movement of a 6'2" guy, right? So I think that's where that issue comes in. You know, you never really have to do that because those guys can just lean back most of the time. But he ended up running into somebody that's 2 inches taller than him, where he would have needed head movement. So Canelo Alvarez is right here. That's probably a lack in his game. But I don't know if he's coming back or not. But if so, you're gonna probably have to work on that for sure. So let's see what happens with Deontay Wilder going forward. You know, either way, I'm gonna support the guy. It doesn't matter. But you know, and as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't really have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm about to hear y'all.